What's going on, V3? Back again, episode 2 of the Brady podcast. I'm Tom. There's Brady over there.
What's
The
good,
GOAT God, demigod
everybody?
himself.
How we doing
Yeah,
on this fine day night whenever you're watching? Right now it is
morning.
2:51 in the morning for
2:51
us.
a.m.
Yeah,
Keeping the
so
streak at 2 a.m. podcast.
keeping that 2 a.m.
There we
podcast
go.
streak alive. I don't know, I just feel like I talk the best at 2 a.m. You already know what's going on.
Honestly, yeah.
hmm
Because I
All
have like
right.
the night voice, so it's a little deeper.
So, how we doing? How was your day?
It was a bit short, honestly, because I slept like 12 fucking hours, dude. I was gone.
A
It was like we recorded and shit, and then I
hmm
was awake for like 3 more hours because I like
a
made some food because
uh
I hadn't eaten.
It's Mother's Day today, so shout out to the moms. I don't know when it's going uploaded, but mom, love you. Shout out to all the moms out there. You already know what's going on. All
Watching
right.
these videos.
Yes, sir, if you're watching. All right, now it's time for
If
the
you're a
self
mother,
promo. If you guys like what you see and want another episode of the Tom Brady podcast, make sure to drop a
whether you
like
like it or
and
not, you're gonna get
sub.
one
You already know, share the video around, comment. Y'all already know the drill, run it up. All right, enough self promo bullshit.
because that's stupid. Let's
Yes.
get into it.
So, number one, what are we going to do here with the state of Fortnite and Smash? Two games that we play a little bit, or we could just talk about
A
any
little
other
bit.
games that we play. So, let's start off with
I mean,
Fortnite. How do you think that game's
yeah.
doing on a competitive scene?
I think comp right now is as like it started out pretty bad because the servers just weren't ready. In like season 4, season 5, that was pretty shit. But right now, with all the gimmicks and crap that they have in the game right now, I feel like for comp wise, it's just not great. I
hmm
feel like it was honestly the best for comp in like season 8,
That's
season
true.
9,
Like, I feel like
or like whenever the World Cup
mhm,
happened.
with all of the like gadgets they've added into the game, whether that be like a proximity mine or re-adding C4, I feel like they've almost overloaded the game to the point where it can't be balanced. You know what I mean? And so I
Mhm.
feel like that leads like to a very overpowered meta with like one gun being used a lot more than any others, meaning that like for competitive wise, the game isn't that good and balanced right now.
Mhm.
What about you?
I mean, I don't. I know for a fact that like Epic Games is not designing this game so that the competitive players, like
hmm
just for them. Like it's obviously made for everyone to play because that's why it's a free game.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
duh. Also, by the way, we need to get a V3 supporter creator code. No cap. I'm fine with that, dude.
So we're going to go to Variety 3A, run it
Yeah,
up, and
I'm
maybe
down.
we can in the future.
We will do
But
it. If you
yeah,
get like, yeah.
the
But
state
anyway,
of
as I was
the
saying,
game, like in my opinion, I think it's going downhill. I feel like
yeah.
what they have to do at
Well,
this point is to just like kind of throw it back to the older days a little bit, take out some of the newer gimmicks, and just like keep some guns, one or two, just like keep them on, and like yeah, that's what I think.
I don't think they're like. What are the new ones from this season? Like weapons wise,
I don't
are
even
there any?
remember what they've added,
I guess the
but I'm
mythic
talking about
stuff,
like
but
take out
like
like some like not new stuff, but like take out the stuff that like isn't balanced, I guess. Like what can I see an example here? Okay, first of all, like take off the suppressed sniper rifle. Nobody uses that. It's not balanced. No one's gonna use it. Like it's
I mean, it's
suppressed
not
sniper
balanced, but
rifle.
it's not balanced in that it's bad
Yeah, exactly.
because
It's
it
bad.
doesn't one shot. And
Nobody's gonna use it.
putting the put the okay,
And I feel
like
like a point
building
of the
on that,
gun. Yeah.
building onto that. Yeah, get rid of the suppressed sniper.
hmm
Put the heavy back at where it was, so that it one shots people who don't have full shield,
Yep.
unless it's headshot,
The point
and just
of
leave it.
the suppressed sniper rifle being into the game is to like it's kind of contrary to what it's supposed to be because it's a sniper rifle. So if you get sniped, generally you don't know where that's from anyway. So the fact that it's suppressed is
So
only a
what's the point?
buffer
It's
with
stupid.
with
Or just
no
get rid of the suppressor and just bring back the regular bolt that does 105 damage instead of 95
yeah
in the body,
exactly and
which
keep
is
the reload time.
stupid.
Yeah, make it kill no
Keep it
shield
right.
on a one shot.
Yeah. So
hmm
right. So like that would make it so should I pick up the bolt so that I A can shoot a little bit faster and B, if I miss, then I'm not completely vulnerable to getting shot at while I have to reload my sniper.
hmm
It's not as still not as loud as the heavy, but it's like if there were a bolt and a heavy in the same spot, I would probably pick up the bolt because
Yep.
well, I mean, maybe I pick up the heavy because like I'm like getting really good at my snipes right now, but like I'd still most likely pick up the bolt because it doesn't take very long to reload. It takes just slightly faster than like a hunting rifle to reload,
Yeah, I
and
got you.
that was pretty quick as it is.
Also bring
So
back the
like
hunting rifle.
Bring
Like,
back the hunting rifle,
yeah,
exactly, and the revolvers. Bring back the hunting rifle, the revolver, and
hmm
I literally will become the best player in the world. There's
yep.
no.
Yeah, sorry. Moving on from Fortnite, the competitive scene of Super Smash Bros. Has taken a bit of a turn with the COVID outbreak happening, and my boy
Fair.
Tom over here,
Things
he
going
is
right
a
back.
huge avid Smash player. So, like, Tom, how are we doing with the Smash competitive scene so far?
I mean, as of now, because like for where we're at, like in our area, I run a team of players
Hmm.
that you're a part of.
Yep.
But right now, we have not practiced once
Yep. We have
because
not.
of all this shit that's going on. Not one time. We've played a few times because we just
Yeah.
that's just what we do.
Hmm.
You know, it's something to
And
do.
I
But
get
like, I
shit on
haven't
every
set up
time,
like
by
a
the way.
formal time most times. But yes, pretty much. Like, don't sell yourself short, but also don't sell me short. I tend to clap cheeks. If you
Yeah.
want the smoke, let me know. I'll give you the smoke. Okay. Anyway, um, but like with all the Wi-Fi shit going on, it's just really funny to just like read Smash Twitter
Yeah.
because
Smash
everybody's
Twitter.
just mad
Because
all the
also,
time.
like, what is it? Isn't the metagame of Smash changing because of, like, Wi Fi? Like, are Wi Fi
Yep.
characters
Yeah,
getting a
there are a
lot
lot
better?
of. Oh yeah, like I never even thought about playing Ganondorf until I was stuck onto Wi-Fi, and
Hmm.
so now my Ganondorf is like one of my best characters,
Yep.
if not my best
Heavy
online
characters,
character.
like, heavies especially, are, I feel like, thriving in the metagame because of what's going on right now. Like, the Donkey
Mhm.
Kongs, the
And also like
Bowsers.
gimmick characters like Sonic.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
But yeah,
that's
you're
fair.
right.
How are
The
Simon
heavies.
and Richter doing right now? Because I feel like they're kind of in, like, they could be on the res, but they could also be on the fall, too.
Well, the thing about them is you have to like while they have a lot of straight like left to right or up to down range, it's literally just a straight line. It's not like Link for an example. Like just literally as an example where his up smash is like a big circle
Hmm.
and his F smash is like one and two, but you're like you have a little bit of air above, and below you
Yep, I got you.
for those things. So I feel like the Belmonts, like if you can hit everything, then they're literally broken.
Yeah.
But like most people don't get that lucky with their projectiles. And
Hmm.
again, like maybe I'm just biased because Link is my guy that I used to actually beat people with in like real life.
Hmm.
But like with his projectiles, they come back like the boomerang comes back and it goes at an angle more than just like an arc
Yeah, I got you.
because you can aim the boomerang to go down and like bounce off the stage or like go up. Like if you jump and you throw the boomerang, it'll go upward, which means that there's no lag on when you catch it.
Hmm.
So like the thing about the Belmonts is there's lag whenever you throw it. And their side B or whatever, the like giant thing that goes across the stage and basically is a
Yep.
boomerang, but less good, always has lag when you catch it. So
Okay.
like you have to be really fast and time all that stuff perfectly. I feel like the Belmonts could be really good online right now, but
Yeah.
there's just so many other characters that are just better
Yeah, I
and
got you.
more suited for online
Hmm.
that just make them
I feel
kind
like
of under the bus. You know?
nobody also plays the Belmont characters. Like, I've never met a Simon main, I've never met a Richter main. Like, because there are just better options that can actually recover when you're off
Yeah,
stage. Whereas there are people who just play a lot better. I feel like the projectiles of Simon and Richter are some of the most gimmicky in the game. However, if you hit them off stage at
uh,
all, they're gone. They're dead.
well, not necessarily. If you hit them off stage and they go upward, you can use their forward air
Okay, yeah, that's
or
true.
back air to
Hmm.
grab the ledge with their giant chain fucking thing, whatever that is.
Hmm.
But yeah, if you get them below stage, they're dead. They're gone.
Yep.
So like, yeah, they have I think the second worst recovery in the game.
Ooh, damn. Besides Mac,
Yeah,
right?
right? And Lil Mac's the worst.
Could you say
And then I think
well,
it
actually no, Incineroar actually has a decent recovery
is
now because you can side B into up
way
B.
high.
Yeah.
Right,
Hmm.
you can always do that, but yeah, it also goes really high. So if you're like if the stage is here and you fall here, you can go, and you're fine.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
yeah,
me
I'd say
playing Pokemon Trainer, I've been trying to get decent at him over quarantine. Like my Squirtle, like if you want smoke with the Squirtle, hit me up. Because if you want smoke with
yeah,
Squirtle, trust me, you're gone. As Tom's fucking parents walked into his room, you'll love to see it. But
like,
anyway, speaking of Pokemon, anyway, let's talk about the metagame of Pokemon Sword and Shield right now. So I am a
that's
pretty
I
like
don't know that
competitive
shit.
Pokemon Shield player. He's a bit of a casual. So I want to ask you a little bit, like, what are you seeing in Pokemon Sword and Shield? Like, are you liking the battles? Are there any Pokemon that you think are like really good, really bad?
I mean, I haven't really been playing a lot lately, just because I've been doing Smash and Fortnite. Pretty much that's it
Hmm.
right now, just because that's where everybody else is at. So like, I really don't know. I think my party right now is like pretty stacked, I would say. But
Okay.
like, they definitely have some weaknesses because it's like 3/5 fire type. So
Oh yeah.
like you get
One of like
you get one water type or
yeah.
one whatever, and
One of the
fuck, it's
best
over.
things you want when playing like competitive VGC is type diversity because like for example if you have three fires and you don't have a gastrodon to cover any of them or any storm drain Pokemon, any water team and essentially any ground move will screw your entire party. Like for example I run like for my VGC competitive team I run T-Tar Excadrill, which for non-Pokemon players Tyranitar activates a sandstorm and then Excadrill boosts because of that sandstorm, and they both get access to ground type moves, which absolutely shred fire. Ground absolutely shreds fire in the Pokemon like typing. And so my T-Tar Excadrill could sweep through that entire fire Pokemon. So like any tips like for beginning like players, it doesn't even matter the strength of your Pokemon as long as you have type diversity and you have an answer to everything that your opponent can throw at you. You should be decently fine when playing in VGC, at least casual. Now, if you want to play competitive, then like you should look into like EVs and IVs and like strategically place Pokemon for the meta of the actual game. You know what I'm talking about?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, have never been big into the competitive Pokemon scene.
Hmm.
I mean, I wish was. I'm trying to learn a little, but like, I honestly have no idea what any of that shit means. Like, I understand type matchups and all that, but like,
Yeah.
whoosh, it's
Fair enough. Essentially, some Pokemon have higher base stats than other
right.
Pokemon, and they really don't
Yeah,
matter that
I know
much
how
in
ideas
casual.
and
But once you get into competitive, that's when like they really start showing.
mm-hmm.
So, are there any other
Yeah.
games that like you've seen a pretty big shift in meta because of quarantine?
Um, I would maybe say like the Tekken meta is a little
Okay,
bit different,
I
but
can see that.
the servers there are so good that you really don't notice.
Oh,
Uh,
good servers. As a freaking 2K player, whenever I hear good servers, I want to shoot myself because Take Two, they have two servers in the country. They have the East servers and then they have the West servers. And oh my god, they're
and that's it.
freaking horrible. Us being in Iowa, we get like shitty East server connection and we can't play on West servers at all. So whenever I'm trying to play in the playground, or people call it park because that's what I call it because that's what it is, we get horrible latency, which makes shooting really hard. And then when we go into like a rec center or pro am, we can't like we have to adjust our latency. And so I envy those people who live really close by to the servers who play on zero ping. And the fact of the matter is, it's such an easy fix. Just get more devs, have more servers. The fact that like Take Two doesn't do that just pisses me off. Sorry, that was a bit of a 2K tangent because I fucking hate Take Two
Go
because
for
they have no
it.
devs. Oh my god. But yeah, so anyway, about Tekken, what's going on with that?
Oh shit. Man's been off for a minute there.
I
Holy
did.
shit.
Oh, my
Um,
bad.
but like, thankfully, they have just like they release balance patches every few months. They just did it the other day, and I'm not 100% sure on everything yet. Um, but they finally, not too recently, they released a character called Leroy,
Hmm.
and he is the most broken character in all of Tekken, like ever. He has like normally parrying in Tekken is a very like complicated like you have to time everything like frame perfect like certain inputs like you have to like basically have to go like this to parry certain attacks or like a back 3-2, which is really hard to if you're playing on a fight stick it's like this. If you're playing a controller it's like this. Um, to parry things, but he has it almost like a direct one button parry that parries all mid and low attacks, and then he just has a second button that parries all high attacks. And he
Jeez.
has it's not a parry, but it's a counter. So he'll block your shit and he'll like like 1-2 you, which doesn't do a lot, but if you can't get any hits in besides throws, it's gonna add up. And thankfully, they've pretty much straight up removed the fact that it's a counter, so long as it's a parry. He still has one counter, but that's way harder to hit.
Mm,
They've made it so he has like a staff thing that he can like whip you with, and you can now only use that once per set because it does so much damage. Like they
wow.
didn't nerf the damage,
Dang.
but you can only use it once, not per round, but per set. So you use it one time in a 3 round set, you're
Hmm.
done with it.
So
Like,
I don't play Tekken, but like, how does the metagame work over there? Like, are there any preferred characters or matchup picks? I assume.
well, honestly, Tekken is the most balanced fighting game I think I've ever seen,
Wow.
especially seven.
Hmm.
There's really not anyone that's super way better than the others. or like there's like the matchup slight matchup advantage, but they're like all pretty much like there's no. I think the lowest character is like B tier because there's like S, A, and B. Most characters are in A. There's like a few characters who are like just have great matchups against every other character, but they're not like wildly overpowered because they're really hard to use.
I got
Like
you. Okay.
Kazama's the what the fuck? Mishima's Jesus Christ, that's the word.
He
The
just brain
Kazamas and the
farted.
Mishimas are all S tier.
Hmm.
They're all S tier. But if you want to actually wreck house with the Kazamas or the Mishimas, you have to be like the best of the best. You have to really grind that out. So like you can play as those top tier characters, but you need a lot of grinding. And like the A tier characters are like, you know, pretty much everybody else. And they're
Hmm.
like, and they're still in like a rank. So like I play Huang, who's in A tier, but like high A tier. So he's
Nice,
not
nice.
quite S tier. He used to be S tier for a while. But as the meta game slowly changed from season 1 to 4, I think we're at 4 now, maybe 3.
Okay.
Um, um, he's gotten slightly lower just because some characters have gotten better. Like Akuma came out of Street Fighter, played like a Street Fighter character in a Tekken game, so he could jump, which is not a thing that Tekken characters are used to. Because instead of jumping, you sidestep backward, but he doesn't do that without a specific input. So his up movement is a jump, and so he has aerials, which most Tekken characters, some Tekken characters have aerials, but they're very limited and they're very small and they're very
Okay.
short.
Yeah, fair
So
enough.
like Horing has one aerial, I think, and that's or two aerials technically. It's his um, up forward 3-2-3 or 3-4-3, and then he has his up forward 3-4-3-4-3, which is his rager or rage drive when he's in the air,
Hmm.
which is his like super move basically. Um, but most characters don't have a ton of aerial aerial like
Yep. Okay.
power. So Akuma was very easily broken for a while, but he's people have A gotten used to him and B he's been just slightly nerfed enough to the point where he's not like great. Now he's up to like S tier. He's still pretty much one of the best characters in the game, but
But
like
he's beatable.
it's not as bad. Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
There's not anymore. There's no longer a Leroy or an Akuma where it's like holy shit, these people
Yeah.
are completely busted. You cannot beat them unless you're playing as them.
Cool.
And there's
So
Lucky Chloe, who's just absolute shit.
yeah. So switching facts a little bit from Tekken, which you considered one of the most balanced games, let's talk a bit about what video games, in your opinion, have the most unbalanced metas or like the most broken metas.
Okay. Um, I definitely say Smash 4 takes the cake for me. Uh, or maybe even like early Fortnite for that matter, like very early.
That's true.
Like you can get a green AR, hit someone from distance for 89 and the green
That's crazy.
Gold Scar, like first month or so of the game, did 110 headshot at
Oh
any
my
range.
god. That's crazy.
Fucking two shot people. It was
Wow. For me, when like I'm thinking of unbalanced metas, this is going to be a weird pick because technically the online servers aren't even up anymore, but Mario Kart Wii. Mario Kart Wii's meta, because of hidden stats, Funky Kong on the Flame Rider and then Daisy on the Mach Bike are by far the two most broken vehicles in the game. I still play Mario Kart Wii because CTGP, so like it's an SD card thing you put in your Wii, you can play online, yada yada yada.
Mhm.
Literally on the online servers, if it's not a modded room, all I see are Funky Kongs on the Flame Rider or the occasional Daisy on the Mach Bike, depending on course. But like because they are outside drifting bikes with high speed stats and because like the hidden stats on each characters they have like what am I gonna say they have like the most plus speed stats, so I'd say like in regards to like an only picking one thing, that's the game that sweeps the cake because there's zero character diversity in like an online room, and I consider that a broken meta.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I tend to not play the games that are super broken at the time.
Hmm.
You know, like I said, I'm a Tekken player. I'm an Ultimate player. Those games are relatively balanced. Like,
Yeah,
there's really no character in Ultimate that's like the best. There's like
you could say
a few that are,
Joker for a little bit.
but that's only because Leo plays him. That's
Yeah.
literally it. If
No, and
Leo isn't
because
playing
no,
him,
I'm
he'd
saying
be
like Joker
simply
like off the rip because like nobody knew how to match up against him.
nobody knew how to play him.
Hmm.
Well, right. But then you could say that every single character in that game has been completely busted at one point because no one knew how to play him,
That's true.
play against him. I mean,
But I'm saying like
so
from that, actually no, Inkling pre-patch Inkling. was, in my opinion, the best character in the game.
Busted, 100%. Not even close. Yeah. Um, that was lame. I hate fighting Inklings.
Mhm.
To this day, I fucking despise it.
Yeah.
She's so gimmicky and
Also, what's
obnoxious.
your beef with Incineroar players? Like, I don't understand that.
I don't know. Every single time I've been matched up with an Incineroar player at like a tournament, they're cocky and obnoxious or really really bad, and
Hmm.
usually they're cocky and obnoxious but still really really bad, and I hate those types of people. Like, here's the thing: you can be really really bad and not talk any shit, and that's fine. Like, you can like you'll get better 100%. I started off terrible at Smash, 100% garbage. You know, because I played on a Wiimote, dude. I played the role on a Wii remote.
Hey, I did
Like,
too.
that
We all
was
started
garbage.
there.
I didn't know the fucking like, I didn't even know the other controllers existed. I was Wii remote. This is the way to play Smash.
It
You know,
is, dude. If they had
I
Wiimotes on
spent
Switch, I'd
here's the
be
thing.
goaded.
I spent the majority of my Smash 4 career not playing with a GameCube controller or a Pro controller or the gamepad or whatever. I was the dude that brought my 3DS to tournaments and hooked up my 3DS to the
Oh
Wii
my
U to use my
god.
3DS as a controller.
That's
And
amazing,
I
dude.
wrecked house because I didn't have a Wii U. I didn't have a Wii U, so I played Smash 4 on the 3DS. So I was fucking cracked on which, by the way, ended up completely ruining my 3DS because that circle pad, while it was tough, it's not designed for competitive
Ooh, yeah,
Smash
that's
because it's
fair.
tiny and flat. So like me doing this all the time, fucking just like, you know how like when you let go of a control stick, it usually goes back to the middle.
Yeah, I got
You
you.
know, if I were to do that, like pretty much before I replaced my 3DS, if I were to do that, it would fall down to the bottom
Hmm. Yeah.
because it was just the spring just didn't exist anymore, and there was a huge like crack on the back of it from how much I've been holding it like this because I'm constantly like having to
Hmm.
shield and
Yeah.
whatever. Um, which by the way, I still play Smash Ultimate with Smash 4 Pro Controller controls
Oh
because
wow.
I'm not used to Ultimate stuff because the
Hmm.
way that it works on Ultimate is normally these buttons, this button is still grab and this button is grab too,
Okay.
or like these are both grab.
Hmm.
Or no, these are both shields and these are both grab.
Okay.
My controls are none of this is different. Like the front stuff is except for this is tilt stick
Hmm.
and there's no tab jump. But I've set it so that my this button is also a jump. So you can short hop by pressing X and A, but you can also press X and R, which is a really smooth movement. And then my shield button is here, and then both of these are grab, just depending on where my hands are at. So
Okay.
if my hand happens to be here, I can grab easily and you know keep
Yep.
moving. And these things were designed for Smash in mind. Like they knew what they were doing when they made
Yeah,
these.
that's true.
Because this thing, I've had this for 2 years, and like, yeah, it's definitely there's definitely some cracks in it and like some scuffs or whatever. But like, I've thrown this fucker, and it's fine. This
I
is
don't think I've
literally
thrown a pro controller yet. I've absolutely yeeted an Xbox controller and busted it, but I've never yeeted a pro controller. Mainly
I
because
threw
we
this bitch
only
so hard,
Ooh, what happened?
huh?
Okay, I'll go.
So
We
there's
only
a
had one pro controller. We only have one, and so I'm scared like if I just took it and yeeted that thing would die. Like
these
we
things
had
these things are designed for like kids in mind too
to
because
be
like it's
thrown.
to be done. So I threw this motherfucker. I was at Christian's house and I was like, I had not slept in a few days and I was just annoyed already. And he
Yeah.
was playing some gimmicky ass character and like barely beat me. And I
Ooh.
threw my controller down the hallway. You've been to his basement, right? You know how
I've
like there's a
never been to his
hallway.
house actually.
There's, oh, okay. Well, in his basement, there's a hallway to like the guest bedroom or whatever.
Okay.
There's a little wall.
Cool.
And I threw this thing and it rolled, hit the wall, and put a dent in the wall. But the controller was fine.
Damn, that's crazy.
I had to hide the
Imagine.
dent in the wall so no one noticed.
Does anybody notice now, or is it just you?
Don't even think they know it's there. I think they just think it's always been there.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, like, imagine you just go to his house and you're like the only person who knows about a fucking dent in the wall.
I mean, it's very small. Although I think maybe he did text me something about it, like, "Hey, there's a dent in my wall. What the fuck, man?" I think because you do your control. Maybe he did that. I don't remember.
Why
It was
would
a
he
long time
like
ago. It was really
know it would be you off the rip?
because I'm the only person that he plays Smash with in real life that gets annoyed enough at that dog shit game to yeet a controller.
Ah, fair enough. What is it though? Speaking of like video games, how is Beat Saber coming along? Like, is there like a competitive scene
Oh
to that?
my
And if so,
god,
how does it
yeah.
work?
There is. I cannot actually get to it right now because
Hmm.
I'm on Quest. I'm not on like the Rift or the Index.
Okay.
But there's a thing called this is stupid, but it's called like something points, but it's called PP points, which is stupid.
Ha, I'm immature. I
But
said
like,
PP and I thought it was cool because I'm a
uh,
child.
sir. Anyway, but like there's just the rank. There's like the leaderboards for like the high scores on every like official song in the game. But like in the modding community, there's like the PP leaderboards or whatever the hell it's called. Maybe
Hmm.
it's not PP. It's something. There's something really weird though. Um, and like yeah, there's literal actual like tournaments for like people will play the same level at the same exact time.
Jeez.
Whoever gets a higher score moves
Kind of like
on.
what is
It's
it?
really fucking cool.
Retro classic Tetris tournaments, like that style.
I actually went to one of those and I won it.
A
By the way,
Tetris one?
I'm fucking nutty at Tetris on like
Damn,
the
dude,
DS, on like the
I'm
original DS.
horrible at Tetris.
I took like the Tetris game like on your phone. On
Hmm.
the last week of my eighth grade year, I played through an entire Tetris game that entire week.
On your
Like it
phone.
kept going. The same game for several
Jesus.
like I would take breaks and whatever, but the same game with the same scores for a week. I had like 11 million
Oh
points
my
by the end
god.
of the week, and I had people like because like it was like the last week, so like no one cared. So like if you were on your phone, it didn't matter. So I had people like watching, sitting around me, watching me play this fucking Tetris game. It was fun. It was fucking heat. Anyway, but about Beat Saber, like yeah, so like and there's like ranked songs, so like certain songs give you that score that increases your overall score.
Hmm.
Um, Best player in the world by far is this guy named Taichi Ditsu, or
Hmm.
just Taichi. He has like 1,400 points, something like that. You don't get very many points per song, and
Okay.
the second place is 1,000. So like
Damn.
he's well, he's like look him up.
Okay.
He's fucking insane. Like
Dang.
like you see my videos, and I'm pretty good at the game. Like I'm not bad, but I'm also not great either. Like I'm like probably the best Beat Saber player like in this area, just because like not a lot of people play it, and also
Hmm.
I play it all the time,
Yeah.
and I make it for like content's sake. So I'm like constantly playing and getting better, so that the people watching the videos will enjoy the harder videos.
Yep. I
You know,
got you.
with the song. So like when I see the levels that he plays, I get scared.
Damn.
You know,
That's crazy, dude. Uh.
and there's just one. There's like Twitch streams all the time. There's this
Mhm.
guy named Bandu who's an absolute legend. Love that. Drop a follow to him. Twitch.tv/Bandu. He's a god. Anyway,
Link in
continue.
description. You already know.
Sir, tell him variety, even though he has no idea what that is.
But anyway, what is it? I feel like Beat Saber now is like this generation's Guitar Hero. Like I feel
100.
like
Oh yeah.
like I feel like if like Guitar Hero evolved, like that Beat Saber is exactly like what that would be. But like I'm really bad at those
I
timing
always
games. However, I've actually never played Beat Saber. I want to try it.
yeah. Once all this shit's over, like come on over. You
I'll
check it
do it
out.
for a vid.
Uh,
I'll play Beat Saber for a vid, and I'm going to be horrible at it. It'll be funny though.
down, dude. Yeah. But anyway, what I was gonna say is I was whenever people ask me like how I describe it, I was like if Fruit Ninja and Guitar Hero had a child, that's what that is.
Fruit Ninja. Oh yeah, yeah. I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. Yeah, the swipe thing,
Like
dude. I forgot Fruit Ninja
and
existed. Holy crap.
a Fruit Ninja VR game,
Oh, is there one?
but like just buy, yeah,
Okay.
but almost like buy Beat Saber instead because then you get really cool music
Yeah, fair enough.
plus the idea, and it's like way harder and
Yeah,
not a license. So,
yeah. I got you. I
but
got you. Any other like big games you've been playing over quarantine? Like, I want
um,
to get into like a really good single player game. Like, I'm thinking either picking up the Jedi, like the Last Jedi game or whatever, or one of the South Park games. I'm thinking about picking up one of those, but I don't know which one to pick up.
games are actually really good, and I've also heard that the Jedi game is really good. I think the Jedi will last you longer, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
I've heard the Jedi
Um,
game is like 20 to 25 hours.
Something like that. Yeah.
I'm not sure how long the South Park games
I've
are though.
started playing this like survival horror game called The Forest.
Okay,
It came out a few years ago.
how's that going?
And it's like I've kind of stopped doing it because there was a multiplayer mode that I would play with some of my friends,
Oh,
and
okay.
they actually went and finished the game without me, which was
Oof,
lame.
big
So
rip.
I just stopped. Big rips. It was only like $10 at the time. It was on sale, so I was like, "Fuck it,
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna
Fair
for it."
enough.
Um, and like it's really cool. It looks amazing for a game that came out in 2014.
Oh, okay.
Um, and it's like like you're the like the sole survivor of a plane crash,
Oh dang.
but your son is alive as well, and like the creatures that live on this island have taken him, and you have to find him.
Oh, so it's like a horror game type thing.
Um, yeah, like it's oh my god, at night it's horrifying.
Oh wow. Okay.
Um, all of like the creatures are like cannibalized humans, so they're like fucked up looking, but they're still human.
Okay. Yeah, I got you, dude.
There's like spider creatures and shit. It's like
I got
Ark
you.
without
Yeah.
the dinosaurs.
Okay. Over quarantine, one of the like games that I've been trying to pick up, I've been trying to like rekindle like my skills at Geometry Dash. I've low key been getting decent at it. Like back in like beginning of freshman year, I could beat like solid extreme demons. Like beginning middle freshman year, like I was like playing a lot of these like extreme demons. Like I beat Bloodbath, like all of like the typical extreme demons I beat, and I'm trying to get back into it. But like I forgot how hard that game was and like how much time you had to put into it in order to like actually get good at and beat levels. And holy shit, I forgot how much that game made you rage. I honestly would record it, but like the computer I'm on can't record this game at like 60 hertz. Like it can't. So
Yeah, I mean you can
bigger.
change your OBS short.
Yeah, I
It's
could.
lame.
But yeah, I don't know how to record it. Like I'm gonna try for a video, like see like how fucked up and laggy it is. Maybe it'll be funny, but who knows?
That would cause
Anything,
you hella rage if you
yeah,
lag while you're in the
dude.
middle.
I'm just gonna like
Oh,
I got like a little desk right here. I'm gonna lift on my hand, boom, right on the desk. I'm gonna break my wrist because of that game.
I think that's why my arm started to hurt today because yesterday I was really mad at I was playing squads with Barrett, duo squads with Barrett
hmm
because we were bored and we kept dying. We kept getting like second or third like every single game. I had literally 18 kills, bro,
Oh,
and I was about to get a 20 bomb and I got sniped in the back and I got second place. And I punched my desk so hard my switch fell out the dock.
oh my god. I don't
And
understand how you play Fortnite on Switch. Like when I try and play on Switch, I don't know how to do it. Like I feel like every time I'm playing, there's input lag. I can't play it like 30 FPS or whatever it is. Like I don't understand how you do it.
there's an input lag. I don't know. I've played it. I played it day one that it came out on Switch, and I played it on Pro Controller, and I got really used to it really quickly for no reason.
Dang,
Um,
huh?
but like I'm just super used to it. Like I'm like if I'm playing to play to win, I play on PC with the mouse and keyboard. But
Yeah.
if I'm just playing to fuck around, easy lobbies, or because my like there are some days where I can play amazing on controller and absolute shit on PC, or vice versa. You know,
I
so
got you.
like you know, I don't know. I'm just like it always because I'm always playing with people who are not on Switch, so I'm always at a disadvantage because I'm playing at half or a quarter or an
Yep.
eighth or tenth fucking of the frames per second that everybody else is at. But I can still take names like it's nobody's business. So
Yeah.
I don't really know.
And then you get
There's just
shit
something
on by a kid, and then you talk the most shit. You like actually get mad at randoms, and it's really fun to watch.
like I feel like once I get my capture card back, because my friend is borrowing it, I
hmm
might start recording some like solos vids, even though I never play solos anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Um, because I think they're annoying, and also I have more fun playing with my friends. So maybe we should run like duos or something for some
Maybe
of my videos,
I'm down.
and like see how fucking angry I can get.
Yeah. Just get you absolutely pissed off is something.
This could be low key cool. I have an idea for a video.
Let's hear it.
Once I get my game, we start playing. We buy like an iPhone 6s or whatever, like
hmm
on the cheap. We start on that. We move to like the 10s. We move to an iPad with a controller. Then
hmm
we move to Switch. Then we move to Xbox,
And
and
just see
then
how quick we can
we go
get a
to PC.
win or like a duo squads
Right.
win. Okay,
See if we can get a win on every platform.
I'm down.
Like get a win on we'll get a win on Switch, get a win on console, get a win on PC, and
Yep,
see how long it would take.
that's good. That would be a
That
long
shit
vid.
end.
All right,
Or it could be
so
like a
yeah. All right, so anyway,
it's been
it
happening.
is now 3:25 a.m. It's Mother's Day, so I actually got to be up a little early tomorrow. I don't know when this video is going up, but today it's Mother's Day, so I actually got to be up pretty early tomorrow. I'm going to call this wraps on episode 2 of the podcast. Again, this time we really just talked about mostly video games because like it just kind of went that direction. It's not going to be like a video game podcast every time, but I feel like this episode was just kind of specialized in one topic area, which I mean I thought was cool. Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah.
So again, if you guys liked this video, make sure to put a thumbs up, subscribe, notifications on, comment down below, share all that shebang. It's really fun to record, and if you guys want episode 3, you already know what to do. Tom, you got anything to say before the outro?
I don't know, man. I don't think so. Just have a good one, guys.
All right, peace out,
And
everybody.
stay tuned.
Catch you on the next one.